Aloha y'all, Daniel Aaron here. You got your Aloha y'all, Daniel Aaron here, your guide to vibrant living with a single yet incredibly powerful thing you can be doing as a yoga student, and for you yoga teachers, that will make a huge, profound, massive difference in your practice, your health, and your life. And I'll go back all the way to my childhood, and even though I did not like it when my mother said to me, "Danny, posture, posture," she would harp on me about that. I'm not even sure what harp on exactly means, but she would say it repeatedly to me. And I learned how important as a kid it was to stand up straight. Stand up straight, Danny. Now, something I have observed in myself, and now with tens of thousands of yoga students over 25 years of practicing and teaching, is that we get really good at standing in this pose called Tadasana or Samastitihi. Stand up straight, and you'll hear yoga teachers say things like, lift your crown up, elongate your spine, shoulders back and down, lift your chest up, right? All these things are really good instructions to help us find what is a regal position, a royal position, a helpful position, a yogic position, one where your spine, your vitality center, your Sushumna Nadi, your spiritual antenna, we could say, is in prime position. It's healthy. You have the four natural curvatures of the spine all happening there. Then, here's the tragedy, the sad, play me a violin thing that happens so often. As soon as we move from this position, especially when we go to a forward bend, what do? Completely distort this position into, you can't really see it here. Oh, let me see if I can show you a little bit better, right? You get into like this kind of shape, right? You can see how my back is poking out like that, and we all have a tendency to do this because we got this idea somewhere that if we get really far in a forward bend, if I can touch my face to my shins, then angels sing, something good happens. I feel worthy. I'm better somehow. Now, that long list I gave you about how we could describe this position, how it's optimal for the spine, another way to think of it, and maybe even the most important way to think of it is an optimal position for breathing, right? Because the lungs are well open. They've got space to move here. When I do this, what happens to my lungs, right? What happens to my diaphragm? Put it simply, I can't breathe well, right? And if I'm not breathing well, I am inhibiting the movement of energy through my body, which in many ways is the simplest way of saying the purpose of yoga is to move information and energy through the body to awaken it. So, review, real simple. When you practice, make sure that every position you are in contains that same element of what my mother called stand up straight, Danny, that it's posture. So when I'm in a forward bend, I want to have this same optimal breathing and spine position, the four curvatures of the spine. When I'm in a back bend, same thing. When I'm in a twist, same thing. You see a pattern going on here? Even low push-up, Chaturanga Dandasana, same thing there. What do you think? Is it helpful? Does it make sense? Are you doing it? What is challenging you in your practice? What do you say is the number one thing that will make the biggest difference in your physical practice and therefore your life? Thanks for tuning in, y'all. See you on the flip side. Aloha.